Welcome back to Sunshine Realms. My name is Sunshine. Let's tap into the Pisces energy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the sacred space with me. Thank you for hitting the like button, the hype button on your way in or on your way out. I greatly appreciate it. Let's tap into our Pisces. I'm being guided to tap into the other signs of the zodiac because this retrograde period, baby, it hasn't been easy. Let's tap in. Any guidance for our Pisces? Let's find out what's going on. Alrighty, for the collective Pisces. Ooh, you could have collaboration on the brain, collaboration on the brain, collaboration on the brain. That's very important. Queen of Swords, Three of Cups, absolutely, and the Ace of Pentacles. Not only do you have collaboration on the brain, you have an air sign on the brain that you want to collaborate with. So, and I'm guided to look at the bottom, which is the Hangman. So not only do you have collaboration on the brain, but you have your sights set on a specific soul, a specific person, or a specific energy. And not only do you want to collaborate with them, you are at that point where you're just like, okay, I'm on the precipice of actually speaking it because the Hangman is here. You might have held on to your tongue or held on to your words in a way where you wanted to communicate with either an air sign or you just held on to your communication in general. So that might not have been beneficial to you because now you're being guided to let it go, say it, release it, speak up. And when you do that, it's going to give you a new opportunity. So, and yes, we are using the Game of Thrones deck. If you are a Game of Thrones fan, shout out to all my Game of Thrones fans. This is my favorite deck. So we need this energy right now as we are moving planetarily into new energy. The end of March is going to be a doozy because not only do we have to move out of one foggy space into our new spring solstice energy, it's like if you're not prepared, then you need to get prepared. So if you're holding your words or holding yourself back in any way or holding yourself back from having joy or celebration or just giving yourself peace and love and nuances where you are cared for, then you need to take a look at how you can give back to yourself. If you're not nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, if your self-care routines are not your top priority, if you are not making sure that you have the energy poured into you first so that you can pour into others after, then you need to regroup because this holding space that you've been under with the Hangman has kept you away from receiving the joy, the love, the reciprocity, the partnerships, the collaborations, and the gifts that Spirit has for you so that you can move forward in your energy. Because Pisces is watery. They're the dreamers. They will think, 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 think. You know, they'll say, oh, I can do this, 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 and that, and not put the energy into it. And on top of that, you want to put this energy out with someone. The threes are very significant. 333 or 333 is very important to you. So if you're not collaborating with other people, then that is the space that you need to tap into. I am getting the distinct impression that the Pisces wants to build a specific community and they are looking for resources, collaborators, or community-oriented people that think like them so that they can move into this space. And when you do, baby, that is going to be the catalyst for your life. So if you're mulling over that decision, keep going. Keep reaching out to new people. Keep reaching out to new companies, new businesses, new collaborators, new energies so that you can build something that you've been wanting to build for a long time. Let's find out with the Talisman Oracle what the Pisces has waiting in the wings. So it's already in your auric field. It's already there within your energetic space. You just need to bring it forward. You need to bring it forward. Ask Spirit to help you facilitate bringing your ideas, your dreams, and your thoughts forward, because right now they're stagnant. Eternal charisma. Yes, this is a dream of yours. This is something you've set your sights on. It could have been a while ago, but you already know what you need to do in order to facilitate this. You're waiting on something or some people in order to help you do that. And Spirit is saying, you are that person. You're the person who's going to bring it to fruition. You're the person who's going to allow it to come to life. Not anyone else, but you. If you don't open your mouth, ask for reciprocity, ask for help, ask for collaborators, ask for community members, ask for finances, ask for participation in this project, then you'll never receive it. The eternal charisma is the as above, so below. If this was guided towards your spirit, then you must do it. You have to at least push the energy out of pursuing it. Otherwise, it's going to stay stagnant within you and not make any progress. So you've been mulling over this for a long time, but you have an opportunity to bring it forward. And once you do, you'll have something that you're actually happy about, because the Three of Cups is here. It's something that once you get the right people together, baby, this is going to present you with an opportunity to not only create community, but create the type of community that is just like you. That's 100% Pisces energy in Pisces season. So if you have a dream that you're trying to bring to fruition, keep manifesting it. Keep working on it. Don't give up. More importantly, don't get stuck in your head or give up on yourself. What is the medicine, Spirit, for Pisces? I love this energy because when you say you're going to do something, once you have the right people backing you, it's just going to work out organically. You need those people in order for you to execute this. I mentioned this in another reading about Pisces having great ideas, but not being able to put something into fruition in terms of executing it. Find you an executor. Collaborate with an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. They're really great facilitators because they get outside of the emotions and into the headspace. And then find you a fire sign that could push all of that energy into works. Like, get it off the ground. There's a siren in the background. So this is very important for you. It's urgent. And not only is it urgent, that's very important. Find an air sign and a fire sign that you can collaborate with. That's your three. You, the fire sign, and the air sign is going to help you facilitate this 100% and bring in the resources that you need. Those people or those collaborators alone is what's going to help you bring in this community. So let's go for the Pisces. They are on a roll, honey, on a roll. The month of 3 or March is very significant for you too. It might have been an idea that you just received, or something that you've been mulling over for the last year or 3 years. Now is the time. What is the medicine for our Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. This is very ripe energy. So there's something about spring where you need to plant the seeds. Otherwise, Spirit is not going to allow you to sow the seeds if you haven't planted them in the right season. Yep. Wow. So you might be transitioning from one space into the next. You might be transitioning from one passion project to the next. You might be transitioning from one relationship to the next. You might be transitioning from one location to the next. Location is very important. You might be transitioning from one location to the next between now and Gemini season. So look into what your resources are, or look into a community that might be able to pour into you. The medicine is You have to be able to get out of your head and make this decision. You're mulling over a decision that you're not actually making the finite plan. You're not saying, I'm going to do this. It's sort of like, oh, I'm thinking about it. No, Spirit is telling you to do it, because once you make that decision, you have opportunities that are held up right now because you're not actually doing it, or you're not actually putting in the plan, or you're not putting in the energy right now. I'm going to get one more for our Pisces, because this hangman energy, their mind or their doubt or their internal compass is being impacted by the planets right now. So if you're in a retrograde period and it's keeping you stagnant, baby, break free. As the end of the month approaches, break free from that, because you have something to do by Gemini season, or you have someone that you're going to be collaborating with by Gemini season, or it could be a Gemini in general, definitely an air sign for sure. Okay, let's get one more for our Pisces. I love to see this, because once y'all get out of your head, you move forward. Absolutely. Justice is on the bottom, and the Fool card. Like I said, once you get out of your head, you push forward in new ways. You actually take the leap of faith. You actually do it. So this is your future self saying to you, do it. Move forward, take the leap of faith, have no fear, and get out of your stuck rut, or stuck in a rut, or stuck in a zone. Get out of that zone. If you are self-medicating, get out of that. Detox, cleanse, give yourself 7 days of cleansing, so that you can get into a clear mind space, so that you can actually make this decision. Because if you are looking for new collaborators, new opportunities, or a new alignment in terms of where you're going in your life, now is the time. And Spirit is giving you this new opportunity, not because you haven't thought about it, but because you're actually going to take the actions to get there.